My name is Carla McClure, and I am visiting from Lake Tahoe, California. So I read Dr. Hal Huggins' book 30 years ago on how root canals harbor bacteria in the body, and it's better not to have a root canal because it can cause a lot of disease. And it was something that was unknown, to the dental community at the time, but he was actually a student of Weston A. Price, who was a doctor who did a lot of research around the world on dental health and found certain cultures just don't have, bad teeth because of their diet. And Weston A. Price's diet is a lot of bone broth and fruits and vegetables, not a lot of carbs and sugar. And so Huggins was a student of Weston A. Price. And he also found that when you get dental work, it depletes your vitamin C. And he found that if you do IV vitamin C at the same time that you're doing major dental work, cavity filling, tooth extractions, he was doing root canals at first, but then found bacteria get harbored, and that was not a good thing to do. And so he could not do IV vitamin C in the United States legally. So he came to Mexico so he could have a clinic where he could do the dental work with IV vitamin C and not do root canals. And a lot of times there was other materials you can use to fill the teeth, and you can save the teeth without having to do a crown. Because with a crown, you're cutting away live tooth that's a good tooth. But with the inlays and onlays that they do here with the diamond crown material, you actually are preserving as much of the healthy tooth as possible and only cutting away, the parts that are the bad cavity parts. And I actually asked my dentist in San Francisco about diamond crown. He's like, oh yeah, I know that material, but it's hard to work with. But it's has less resins, less layers than the fillings they're using in the United States. In the United States, they're still using silver amalgam fillings. So the whole clinic here was to remove the silver amalgam that has mercury in it, which was causing health issues. Oh yeah, I use this shuttle, and it's really easy. I can fly direct from where I live, Reno, to San Diego. It's an hour-and-a-half flight, and they pick us up at the airport. 30 minutes, we're here at the clinic, and into our appointments. They're usually scheduling you, within an hour from your pickup at the airport. And it's really super easy. It used to be you had to stop and register, but now the border is you just drive across. It's pretty open. So originally I came to have some mercury fillings removed, and also a couple of times I've had, cavities where in the U.S. I was told I would need a root canal or a crown maybe. But here they were able to, to say, no, actually, it's okay, and we can just do an inlay or an onlay. And they use a different material that doesn't have as many resins in it, so it's safer. It's called diamond crown. It's harder material. There's two kinds of it. It's harder. And they bake it and then, put it in with a resin. I've had those, and I've had some the last few years I've had some extraction. So I've had to have 2 teeth pulled that were that were infected and needed to be pulled, and then 1 old root canal I had pulled, but it was actually stopped fine. It was actually stable. It didn't have any bacteria or anything in it. Good. Somebody did a good job on mine. American Biodental is the original center, and they, will give you a handout with the meridians and the connection to the organs and your teeth, and they also give you some education about taking care of your teeth. And so my whole gums and my whole mouth has been healthier since I've been following, the practices. And then they've expanded into the holistic care where they're doing IVs, and they keep expanding the types of IVs they're doing. So actually it started with just doing chelation after a mercury removal, and then replenishment of minerals and extra IV vitamin C to support your dental work, to now, because a lot of the people who come here maybe have cancer or MS or other conditions that need support of treatment. So now they have holistic doctors that can help. They have stem cell therapy, and they're expanding the IV therapies. Like I'm doing a neurological support with some new cardilaza and some new compounds that help your body. So I've been and then they've added the Bergman Clinic, which also works with the holistic care, looking at your lab blood work, doing live blood analysis, and recommending a course of treatment. So I got recommended to do 12 chelation treatments to detoxify my blood, and then doing some replenishment nutrients as well. So having that combination, of care and of looking at your whole body to support your health is really great.